Man, that seemed to be forever, didn't it? Thanksgiving week is over. Everybody's back in school, back to work, and we are back at the farm during the day once again. Today is going to be kind of an interesting day. We're gonna talk about the possible future again to Knott, and some connections and some numbers and some speculation, because why not? There's a lot of people trying to get into that Prestige parking lot this morning. All right, not bad getting in this morning. Still a little bit of runoff from the holiday week, but it's kind of a normal day at Knott. It's a little bit warm, so it reminded me again of just how hot it can get at the entryway if you're having to wait in line. Luckily, there was really no line there, so it wasn't a big deal, but it made me start wondering, like, is the front ever going to get any kind of revamp? Like we keep getting teased kind of in and out throughout each year. I don't know, just something to think about. Snoop-a-loop! Snoop-a-loop! I do still love the Christmas music they play at the entrance, though. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Harley, come on, let's go see Sally. Oh, you're out of here. Okay, well.
I'll meet you at Silver Bullet then.
Yes, please. Good news, everybody. The signs are working. Well, sort of. Almost baby steps. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. Therefore, neither is the perfect land of Camp Snoopy.
Oh, I know what you mean.
It is nice to be back in Camp Snoopy during the day. It's been a few weeks since we've been here. The magic isn't fully here, though. The waterfall and the river stream is turned off. I'm not really sure what that's all about. But as I was looking at the rock, I realized I completely forgot. I have to keep campaigning on getting the canoe back. Well, the other Camp Snoopies have a canoe, but we don't have our canoe yet. So either we should... I would really like to see, I really hope that they end up just putting it back in the front as opposed to on this waterfall, since we're not getting that meet and greet area that they promised us anyway. So just put it back in the front, because it was a really cool little entryway. Added a little bit of kinetic energy and a little bit of positive vibes. I like seeing Snoopy and Woodstock in the canoe. Bring back the canoe. Hashtag canoe.
Nice.
All that being said, though, it's always kind of nice to start your morning off in Camp Snoopy, but let's go check out the neighbors making all this racket next door. We found out what's making all the noise. It's this big project they got going on here, the revival of MonteZOOma, the Forbidden Fortress. They finally really started getting to work on this entryway here, and there's a lot going on the platform. There's a bunch of lumber laying down there. There's a lot of guys there. They started digging a lot of holes. I'm guessing they're going to be running power to and from somewhere off the site somewhere. I have no idea where any of those little ditches is going to lead to, but now that Scary Farm is over, it seems like they've kind of taking their hands out of their pockets, and they're once again working hand over foot to get this thing done. A lot of talk. If you've seen Adventures with David's video already, he's guessed summer of next year. I'm going to be bold. I'm going to see a little bit before that. I'm going to say Boysenberry Festival, when it was originally supposed to be reopened 3 years prior. So there you have it, people. Place your bets.
Place your bets.
Aha, Jaguar, finished before you could ruin it for me. It does pose a bit of a question, though, now that we do see the end in sight for MonteZOOma reopening. What happens next? A lot of speculation about what's going on over here at Jaguar. Some people think that they're going to just replace it altogether. Some people think that they're just redoing the track. Now, if they do redo the track,
For real?
obviously they're gonna have to hire a different company because the one that built this originally isn't around anymore. So if they do just redo it, maybe they just want to make it smoother, a little less loud. I don't know. Either way, if that's what we have to look forward to, that's a little underwhelming for the future of Knott's. But after that, who knows? After that. All that being said, though, there is a bit of a groundswell of people saying that they need to at least keep the pyramid, which I agree with. Keep the pyramid. If you want to replace the ride, you can still have it run through. Maybe have it connect to MonteZOOma in some way. Thank you, Jaguar. But just do something with that portion, the ride portion. And I tell you what, this ride is so popular, I can never tell when it's broken down or not. Do you guys think the Pacific Scrambler would fit in this little footprint and they can sell this to Vegas or something? What the f? It's weird to not see Silver Bullet running. This ride is so reliable, you forget that it, too, needs a refurb every once in a while. Is there another park down here that has a nativity scene inside the park? I don't think there is. Knott stands alone.
It's faith.
Cause I gotta have faith.
It's also weird not having the Silver Bullet booths back this year for Merry Farm, which actually seemed like a perfect segue for a talking point.
Let's head to Ghost Town real quick.
It's gonna take a long time to get used to this view, man. This tree is awesome, and at night when it's all lit up, friggin' beautiful. Really makes this the best time of... What the heck? What is that? Sometimes it's nice to just kick back with some friends and enjoy the Calico Carolers. They really hit the spot with the holidays, don't they, Betty? She agrees.
Moving on.
Anyway, before I went off on a little tangent about the carolers there, I wanted to talk about the artisan vendors that they usually have here throughout Calico and Summer Nights and Boysenberry Festival. And during my Mary Farm vlog, I mentioned that it seemed like they had a lot more. The streets were a lot more crowded this year. In fact, it is not true. I forgot to realize that the Gold Rush Trail, or the Candy Cane Lane, as it were, during Mary Farm was not open this year. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I think the way that Knott is charging the vendors a little bit differently, maybe a little bit more this holiday season, kind of scared some of them away. Rightfully so. You know, these little booth lots, they're not cheap. So there are less. However, the quality of each vendor is very, very good. So there is still some pristine holiday shopping to be had here in Ghost Town. That's for sure. Hey, the glassblower's back. He's making bunnies. But of course, one of the tried and true vendors, one of my favorites, whether he's here during the holidays or any other time of the year, is the lumberjack, the woodcutter. This dude is absolutely amazing. It looks like he put all of his pieces that he has over the weekend in the back. The Grinch is back there, Max is back there, Art the Clown back there. Not to downplay any of the pieces he has out here, but I heard there was an incident over the weekend where somebody tried to steal the Labubu. So maybe he's just getting a little bit more paranoid about his pieces being out here. Either way, this is a craft that is absolutely impressive, and the fact that he always has new pieces out here and he's always in there working on stuff shows you that he loves what he's doing too. This is on par with the blacksmith to me. I absolutely love this piece. Look at this freaking Bigfoot out here. This is ridiculous with the Michael Jordan wingspan. So cool, and it's a bench. This would actually be good for our cabin out in Crestline. Just saying.
Well, if you love them so much, why don't you marry them?
All right, and first item of the season on our meal plan, we went for the ham dinner.
Hamburger.
Burger at Sutter's. Before I eat this, I do want to say that if there was any place in Knott's that was in dire need of mobile ordering, it's Sutter's. You're lucky to wait in line for less than 15 minutes if there's 3 people in front of you there. Anyway, rant over. I've heard nothing but good things about this ham dinner burger. So let's see what all the hubbub is about. There's a lot of ham in that burger.
I'm Captain Obvious.
Yeah, it's good though. What does the foodie think?
I was very skeptical, but it's actually very yummy.
It's a winner. Boardwalk's still as festive as ever though. We got that music blasting through here, even though it's like 100 billion degrees. Still sounds like Christmas, even though it doesn't feel like it. Thanks, Southern California. Being here, I got reminded, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about all the stuff that's been happening corporate-wise. If you haven't heard already, Six Flags got a new CEO, John Reilly. Pretty impressive resume. Been in such hits such as Step Brothers, Talladega Nights. There's a lot of Will Ferrell stuff. His work is actually pretty good. What? I've been informed that that's the wrong John Reilly. I was referring to John C. Reilly. But this John Reilly's got just as impressive of a resume. Worked at a lot of different theme parks in the past. Was with SeaWorld during the whole Blackfish dispute.
Okay, red flags flying.
And kind of has a history of like selling off parks, but seems to kind of do what's right for the park itself. Whether or not this triggers some sort of change with Six Flags Cedar Fair or not, I have no idea. We do know that a few weeks ago, Brian Withrow was talking about kind of starting to chop off the bottom tier parks and focusing on like the top 15. Where Knott stands there, I have no idea, but I'm sure it's probably in the top 5 at least, 1, 2, or 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So we should be safe. But that being said, Knott's has spent the better part of 2025 cutting all of its entertainment, which is what Knott's is really known for.
Wait, what?
So whether this could spark a different direction, maybe a turn of foot, if you will, in 2026, we have no idea. We do know that it's been almost 7 years, 8 years since Knott's has gotten anything new, really big. It's been hang time, 2018. So we're due, that's for sure. And as much as you want to say MonteZOOma is new, that doesn't count.
Oh, I'll play your game, you rogue.
The ball's in your court, Cedar Fair. Let's see what you got for us beyond 2026. But all that speculation and talk about numbers and stuff got me hungry again. So obviously we're gonna go to Prop Shop and we're gonna try that sausage kale pasta with mascarpone, whatever that means, sauce. Mascarpone cheese sauce. That's good pasta. Okay, Harley, let's go see the puppies. Oh, good high fives. You give them kisses? Bronny wants high fives. I got so overwhelmed with everything else, I forgot to mention, we all remember the lantern activation areas during Scary Farm. Well, Knott's is starting to kind of carry that into Merry Farm a little bit with these bubble wands. These bubble wand activations, you see them kind of all over the park, but there's a special one this year right by where you meet the coyote pups, and it's to activate the K. So if you got the little bubble wand and you're here at night, maybe you get a little surprise if you bring the bubble wand over to this activation point. Could be kind of cool. Okay, and if you couldn't tell by the sound behind me, it's time for Harley's nap. So we're gonna head home and do that. Till we see you up on the mountain. Not if the studios are right back here at the farm. We will catch you all on the flippity flop.